So, time for game turn 2 in the all-important Japanese first operations phase. Now I need to announce what I'm going to do here. Yeah, I'm looking this over. It might take, I might not get this done in this whole session, but I'm thinking about a move. No attacks, I don't think. But here's my strategy. Here's what I'm thinking about. Oh, and another thing is, I'm going to go back and show you what the historic moves were day by day, turn by turn, so we can go ahead and check that out, compare with what happened historically. Because I give you all kinds of blow-by-blows, day by day, what's going on here, so that'll be fun. What we got going on here? So anyway, here's what I'm thinking. Number one key, I can't lose any of these hexes around Shanghai, or else it's an automatic victory. But I got some forces here I can move with. I want to occupy these landing zones. They can only attack with half strength. You've seen how their attack went here. Dissolved, although they get a bunch of assets coming on up. We're gonna get hit by artillery, naval assault support, amphibious support, and we can get hit with all three: artillery, aerial, and naval. I mean, 3 or 4 support markers, so we'll see what's up. Base values of 3s, 2s, 1s. Yeah, if I can make him come in down here, up here, yeah, that'd be great. There's the only spots he can come in at. Now, another thing is, this one's still open. I gotta get, somebody's gotta get here. Maybe here. I'll put up with them coming here, maybe. But I'm thinking about pulling some of these forces off and getting on the coast. Might not be a good idea though. We'll just see what's up, but that's the only way you can bring them in. It's gotta bring them in along the coast. I don't think there's any aerial airdrops. Does he have enough guys in Shanghai to threaten my sudden victory of getting all these hexes around Shanghai? Can he do it with these guys while I reinforce this? Get him at the beaches. We'll see. Be back. Alright, another note I'm making is, let me turn this off, it might help the audio, is it's a operations phase for the Chinese player, hypothetically, where I'd move, and I would get some of these guys out, then have my reinforcements come in. I don't know what the procedure is on these reinforcements. I'll have to look and see what the Chinese reinforcement procedure is. But bring these guys in, and then on my second operations, fan out. There's a lot of units there. And when I first looked at it, I'm like, well, how is these guys here, these 2, 3, or 4 units going to spread out? But during my first operations phase, I move them out. Reinforcements come in. Now this is going to be key. The key thing is how the Chinese reinforcements comes in. We know that the Japanese got to land. So if I know how I bring my reinforcements in, can they occupy? There's more than enough there to occupy every one of these. So that doesn't make sense. That can't be right. But let's get over here to the historical aspect. And you can see that the Chinese offensive began. Let me move this up here. On the afternoon of August 18th, when the 2 newly arrived Germanized divisions attacked 2 battalions of Japanese naval infantry. These attacks made slow progress. Japanese naval gunfire support, which is what I had, a light cruiser and a destroyer, 8 destroyers, proved decisive. Well, in mine, I'm assuming it's these guys trying to go this way, and the support markers that we used were definitely decisive. Or, well, no, I don't think it was really, because I had artillery, so it negated it. So unlike history, it didn't really come into effect. But my big difference was I attacked across the river, and that was a killer. So in history, there was no attack across the river. I don't think the artillery made as much of a difference for the Chinese as the naval did for the Japanese. And the attack was slow. And well, mine was too. It was a draw, but I would say the Chinese took a brunt of it. But yeah, that's what happened on the first day. That is the difference between my game and history. I'll have to read on and see where their first naval assaults came from. But we'll be right back. We gotta figure out what we're gonna do on the Chinese second turn operation phases. The Chinese 98th Division arrived the next day on August 14th. Alright. I am not going to read any more of that because I want to make my own decisions, but that I would assume would be the... we'll have to look down there and find out who that is. They said it was the 98th Division. Oh, we'll look through that stack. But anyway, we've got some decisions to make. Find out how the reinforcements come in, and this is the before and the after. Yes, it seems like the Chinese reinforcements, they got the Germanized, a few Germanized in there, not much, but we're starting to get into the division size now. And for some reason, I think this hex is overstacked. But maybe it's just for deployment purposes. 3 divisions, I think, is what the Chinese are. Let me see here. Oh, pause a mundo. Alright. Chinese player, they're the ones that can have up to 3 divisions. So we'll see, and there's all their sizes there. So, Chinese player may stack 1 elite division, 1 regular division, 1 regular brigade, and wax. Oh, okay. Up to 3 division equivalents. DE. Division equivalents. Well, here's 1, 2. Oh. Alright, we got a bunch of these things in here. A bunch of brigades or so, I guess. But, yeah, this stack here has some regulars and some Germanized. Then, all the way down south here. So I can maybe scoop these guys on up. I don't know what their movement factor is. I think it might be 6 or 9 hexes. And there's a certain turn where they can use railroad movement too, so we will definitely be spreading things out, but yeah, I gotta get down to those landing spots. Landing spots quick because the Japanese are coming. Yep, meet them at the shore. We'll see what we can do. We'll be back. Alright, well, I'm getting ahead of myself, but there's where the reinforcements come in. We ain't there yet, but I just put them there to get them kind of out of the way of my fine stacking job, if I do say so myself. But I am a neat freak, so that's why everything's got kind of might be neurotic about that. But yeah, it's the Chinese first operations phase, and I announced that he will be using a move for his operations. So first thing I got to do is move these units out of here. All mobile units in this game have a important unit movement factors not printed on the counters. All mobile units have a movement factor of 8, and all static units have a movement factor of 0. So therefore, we are getting ready to deploy for our first operations phase in a Chinese player, and we're heading for the beaches. Thing of it is, oh, where's my tool? No tool in here today. No. Tool. Okay, well, no pointer, but what I want to do is I'm clearing all these guys out. We're keeping a stronghold here and here, and everybody else is fanning out. Take care of these spots. We need to take care of one here, one there. So these 2 spots here are going to be our anchors, and we're fighting on the beaches, spreading everybody out, hoping to get these guys down here. I don't know, about 8. We'll look on the railroad movement, see if that comes into effect. That might get me there quicker. But yeah, these guys got some swamps they got to move through instead of the paddies. That could be a bear. Oh, we see paddy, clear, woody, rough marsh. Chinese know how to get through it quicker than the Japs do. I guess because it's local knowledge. So that's pretty good. Nice little built-in realism. Alright, this is the before, and this here be the after. I was able to get most of them covered. See what's going on there. Now I wasn't able to hang on to this hex, so that these two had to be the anchor spots. Gotta have some units, at least around in northern Shanghai. This hex, he gets me out of these two hexes, he wins. But I have got this place pretty well hammered. Where did I wasn't able to get anybody down here. Now this is the first operations phase, which I chose as move. And next will be the reinforcement phase, Chinese reinforcements. And here's where my reinforcements come on at. I got a movement factor of 8 now. I was able to take care of everything, especially crossing these rivers. So if I started here, well, if I started here, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 for crossing the river, 5, 6, 7 to get over here, because there's another one there. I got something beeping down here. Oh, maybe not. Thought I heard it beeping. Alright, that's it. There is my movement. Got these guys on the beaches and ready to go. Japanese come in, they're definitely gonna have to come in from far away. Now these guys here, I don't know if I could get it covered with these units. We will have to see. But yeah, it'll be reinforcement time, and we'll see if we can move our units when we place them, or if we have to wait until the second operations phase. But that is it. We will be back.